All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Washington Capitals left winger Alex Ovechkin made history earlier this month, and it won't be long before he makes some more. Earlier this month, Ovechkin's 787th career goal with the Washington Capitals marked the most by one player in National Hockey League history with one team, as he surpassed the great Gordie Howe for the mark. Since then, Ovechkin has gone on to score six more goals, including a pair last night in the Capitals' 5-1 win over the Vancouver Grizzlies. Now Ovechkin is just 7 goals shy of joining Howe and the great one, Wayne Gretzky, as the only players in NHL history to score at least 800 career goals. Now, at age 37, Ovi is not showing any signs of slowing down. 13 goals so far this season, and he's on pace to score 40 goals in a season for the 13th time in his illustrious career. Make no mistake about it, Ovechkin is just simply one of the best who's ever done it and to put on a pair of skates as far as scoring. You're talking about a guy right now in Ovechkin who is 101 goals away from catching Gretzky. And this was a mark that when Wayne Gretzky said it, some people wondered if it would ever be broken. And at the end of the day, records are simply meant to be broken. It is what it is. Some are not as attainable as others. But you look at Ovechkin and the way that he has continued to play, this record is definitely attainable. Ovi is under contract with Washington through 2026. So you figure at this rate that he's going, he should break it, and not only break it, he should become the first guy in NHL history to score at least 900 career goals. You look at it, and of course, the question is, will Ovechkin catch the great one in Gretzky? I think he does it. I think he does it in a Capitals uniform as well. He's done so much other things in a Capitals uniform, of course, being an MVP, as well as helping this franchise win their first and only Stanley Cup championship after coming so close for so many years. It's one of those things that in some cases of some great players, you don't appreciate what they do until they're gone. Ovechkin's not that way. I think there are plenty of people globally that really appreciate and respect what he's done, and I think people will respect him even more when he decides to hang him up for good, because it's a scenario where doing what he does is not easy, but great players such as Ovechkin just make the great things look easy. And I'll tell you like this, you got to respect what he's doing, because it's going to be a long time before you see somebody else get to that level in the NHL. I mean, you think about it, the NHL has been around for how many years now? And Ovechkin is just going to be the third guy to reach the 800 mark. And honestly, for what it's worth, you only have 8 guys who have reached the 700 mark. So again, it just lets you know that once you get into that rare air, you really got to respect things. For many years in baseball, Babe Ruth was a king. And then, of course, he was taken over by the late, great Henry Aaron. It's just like this in hockey. It's one of those where Gretzky had his time, Gordie Howe had his time as well. But now it's definitely time to check another box off, or we're getting ready to check another box off in the illustrious, soon to be Hall of Fame career of the great Alex Ovechkin. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the Sports Discussion Group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365 that you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I am signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.